Hello, we're working on the 03 Ford Escort here. It's a ZX2 with the 2-liter 4-cylinder. And this coil pack here mounts to the side of the cylinder head with these three funny looking Torx bolts. Well, I've got the bolt drivers for that. That's the female drivers. Male ones are somewhere else. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it to these studs, okay? And I've got a short one down here and two studs, all right? And this is the original style bolt. And the size of this bolt, zoom in on it, it's an M8 by 1.25, okay? That's the size of the bolt. Now that thread size is the same size as the exhaust bolts, probably the intake bolts too, I didn't check them. But anyway, this is what I'm gonna do to solve the problem about getting that thing off a little easier. And what I did was I put a slot in that bottom hole, okay? So all you gotta do is loosen up that bolt on the bottom and take the two out on the top, and it comes out a lot easier. If you're gonna work on this thermostat housing or anything else in this area, it comes out a lot easier. All right, so this is what it looks like on the inside of the thermostat housing on these little 4-cylinder 2-liter engines, okay? So rubber O-ring gasket goes here, and that's the thermostat in there. Now this is the one that was on the engine of this car when I got it. Blown engine, totally deteriorated inside. All that plastic stuff had just fallen apart, okay? That's what happened. It failed, the gasket failed, leaked all the water out, drove it till it wouldn't go anymore, destroyed the pistons. Alright, now the other change that I made was on this bolt here. This is a bolt that goes on the flywheel sensor. It's a Torx bolt. It's difficult to get out. As you can see, this is where it is, right there, way back there. Now I just swapped these two bolts out. This one here with that one there. I swapped them out so that it'd be easier because I can get my 8mm swivel socket in there. This tube is in the way. This is a coolant bypass hose. You got to take this off to get that bolt out. Well, now that I swapped them out, I can get my swivel in there and get to it a lot easier. And another thing I found on these engines is leaking oil everywhere. This is a PVC tube right here, okay? And what it had on there before was just a regular water hose. The sidewall construction of that water hose was very weak, okay? And this can hold a vacuum. And I routed it down here, and the hose on one end is smaller than the other because the PVC valve is different sizes. So I put this fitting in here, put a different size hose on the other end that fits on the intake manifold. It's all clamped up so it doesn't leak. Before, there was oil everywhere, and it just didn't seem like it was working right. And the last thought I had is on this power steering pump. It has 4 bolts in it, okay? You can get to 3 of them easy. The 4th one is difficult, if not impossible. Now right now the pressurized line is not on there now. I'm going to put it on there. It blocks the access to the other bolt. In this case here, I would recommend, if you're going to mess with this pump or do anything with it, to take it off. Take everything off. The bracket, the big bracket that goes on there, remove it from the engine and don't try to mess with them bolts. Drain the power steering. Just go ahead and drain it and get it over with, because you're going to make a mess. It's easier just to go ahead and get that stuff out of the way. Alright, y'all have a good day.